Hey boys and girls, it's Mrs. Christensen. Welcome to week 4 of PE at Peter Muschel. We are in week 4, block 1, week 4. So this week it is an optional activity. Hopefully you choose to do that with me and have fun with our PE activities. Make sure that you have all of your assignments done for your humanities classes before you do the optional week 4 activities for each one. For PE, you need to have done the activities, the videos for week 1, 2, and 3, and also done the Google Forms for week 1, 2, and 3 and turn them in. You'll know that you turned them in if you got a grade in Google Classroom. If you didn't get a grade, make sure you read my comments that I wrote. Some of you just need to click mark as done in Google Classroom, and then I can issue you a grade, and I wrote that in the comment. Or others of you turned the assignment in Google Classroom, but you didn't fill out the Google form to go with that. So you need to go back and do that Google form that's in that assignment and then turn it in again, and then I will give you a grade. If you have any questions, you can always write a comment to me, or you can email me directly and I can help you out in that way. So let's get going with our activities for this week. To start, you need your materials for this week. So for our game today, before we do our warm-up, I just wanted to share with you what you'll need. So you'll need some paper plates. On these, if you see, I colored one side of them, the other side is not, and I used different markers to color mine. You can use crayons if you'd like, whatever you have. You can glue on construction paper if you'd like to do that too. If you don't have paper plates, you can use Post-its, and if you just mark an X on one side and then the other side you can see is blank, you can use those. If you don't feel like coloring it, you can use a decorated party plate, a paper plate. So one side has the paper colored on it and then the other side is plain. The other thing you'll need is a dice. So you can get this from any of your games that you have. And I recommend having some sort of container to roll your dice in, and then they won't go flying all over the place. And the last thing you'll need is, on a piece of paper, you'll write 1 through 6, and then next to each number, you'll write a locomotor activity. So skip, hop, jump, leap, bear crawl, crab walk, walk backward, jog, all of those different locomotor activities. You get to pick 6 of those that you'd like to do for this game. And I also included a link with pictures, so if you can't read yet, some of my kindergartners, then you can cut out those pictures and put them next to the number, and then you'll know which activity to do when you see that and roll on the dice. So let's get started with our warm-up, and then I will teach you the game that we're going to play, okay? So remember, when we're doing our warm-up, I want you to be doing this activity with me. So make sure you're standing up and you're ready to go with me. Let's get going. Wait till the timer goes. So jogging in place, we always start with that. Good warm up for us. Keep going. Get that heart pumping. You might feel your breaths increase, okay? You might get a little bit harder to breathe as you exercise. That's normal, okay? You'll feel your blood pumping a little bit more if you take what's called your pulse. You can do that on your wrist. Another place you can do your pulse is on your neck. If you take your 2 fingers and push it into your neck, you can feel your pulse. Okay, let's take a quick rest. You feel your pulse, that is your blood pumping in your body. So like I said, you can feel it here, in your neck, either side. And you can feel it on your wrist. If you turn your wrist over this way and then feel it's a little harder there than on your neck. But those are places where you can check what your pulse is, or your heart rate, how much your heart is pumping. So 2 times jogging in place. And we'll move on to our next thing on our list of warm-up exercises. And I like to change them up so that we can have fun and do different things all the time together, and you learn different ways that you can exercise when you're not with me. It was always fun to make things different all the time, right? Couple more seconds. All right, we'll take a quick rest. So your breathing might be a little bit heavier right now, that's normal. Okay, we're gonna do can-can jumps. So your arms out, and then you're gonna kick your foot forward. You can just do it like this if you want to. So just forward. I think this way is a little easier. Keep going, almost there, guys. 15 more seconds. If you get tired, you can stop. Take a rest a little earlier than me. That's okay. All right, good job with that one. Our next one is going to be overhead claps. So you're going to stand with your feet put together, arms like this, and you just exercise your shoulders with nice controlled claps over your head. Get those muscles in your arms and your back and your chest working a little this way. Nice, controlled motions. If you want, if you think it's fun, you can count as you do this and see how many you get. Kind of like we're flying here. 5 more seconds. All right, so now we're gonna do seated trunk twists. You're gonna sit, put your legs up, and you're gonna twist your body side to side. Ready? Here you go. And it's not a race. It's a good way to warm up your back, your lower back, and your abdomen or your abs. Also does your side muscles here called your obliques. If you want to, you can go faster, or you can go slower. So go at your pace. 5 more seconds. Okay, now we're going to do some leg stretches. So open your legs up. We're going to open one at a time. We're going to reach to our toes. Remember, when you do this, you're going to keep your knee nice and flat on the ground and reach. Bend forward. You should feel some pull in the back of your legs, your hamstring. That's normal, and that's good. If you can't reach your toes, that's okay. If you can, then you want to try and reach past them, but always keeping that leg nice and straight. These we're going to do for a little bit shorter. Pause my timer. So switch to the other leg straight, your foot in. Now you want to make sure that your foot is not underneath your leg like this, because then you can't put your leg down on the floor. So leg straight, then you bring your foot next to your leg. Okay, touch your leg. You can keep your leg out like this. That makes it easier for you. You can do that, but I like to bend it in, and then I can reach a little bit better for that. And we're not trying to pull our toes toward us too hard. If you do, you can feel a little bit more of a stretch in the back of your leg, but you don't want to pull too hard. Keep that leg nice and straight and flat. Okay, we're going to do a butterfly stretch. Legs together, and push down on with your elbows. You push on your legs and push down. Okay, you can make your elbows wider and push closer to your knee. And that's a good stretch on your inside of your thighs. One last haven't done before is legs straight. You're going to take your foot and you're going to bend it, okay? And then you're going to put your foot over your knee, okay? And then you can hug it in tight. We might have actually done these, but we didn't do the twist one like this. So you would take your arm on the other side where your leg is straight. So this is my arm with my straight leg, okay? So cross your other leg over, and your arm that's on the same side as your straight leg goes on the other side of the knee. So your back is twisted, your legs are your bottom and your legs are straight. Your back is twisted, so you're turned the other way, away from your foot that's crossed. Let's try that again, legs straight. Now we're gonna do the other leg. So this leg on this side is gonna stay straight. I'm gonna bend this one up and cross it over. And then I'm gonna turn my body and put my elbow on the other side of my knee, okay? If you push against your knee and twist your back, you get a nice stretch all throughout your back. Goes down your spine. Your spine is where your control center, your nerves go through your spine, and you have vertebrae, it's called, all the bones in your back that allow us to bend over. A fun fact is that we, as humans, have the same number of vertebrae as a giraffe, except for giraffes' vertebrae are a lot bigger than ours. Ours are tinier. Giraffes are like really big and fat and thick. That's what makes them so tall, but we have the same number as them. Pretty cool, right? So that is our warm-up. Let me set up for our game real quick. Okay, just set up. You'll take your paper plates or your Post-its, whatever you have, and you're going to put them on one side. Now, it doesn't matter how you color them. I just did 2 of each color until I ran out of paper plates. So probably have about at least 10 plates. And you want to kind of spread them out on one side. Okay. Then you'll have your key of what exercises you're going to do. If you have it words or a picture or the pictures that I used. If you need mom or dad's help, you can roll and then they can tell you what to do activity-wise. You can pick with them. You can also have a brother or sister help you out. So I'm going to put my key on this side and have my die that I'm going to roll. Now if you're playing with more than one person, you can roll one die and all do the same thing, or each person can have their own die and then they can roll and do the activity and you can do it together. And you would do this as an activity that you would time, so you need some sort of timer also. So you would time how long it's going to take you to go there and back until you turn over all the plates. And we're going to use our locomotor activities to go there and back, or locomotor skills, the different ones that we learned so far to move back and forth. Because remember, locomotor means we're moving from one place to another. So here we go. So I rolled a 3, and on my list, 3 is gallop. So I gallop there, turn over any plate, and then gallop back. Now I'm going to roll again. A 2. 2 is hop. Hop, if you remember, is on one foot. I'm going to turn over any one that has colors still. And I would hop back. If you need to put your foot down, that's okay. All right, roll again. Oh, I got a 2 again, so I'm going to hop. If you need to put 2 feet down to turn it over, that's fine. And then hop back. We'll do one more. All right, 4, I got jog. And jog back. Now, I would do this game until they're all flipped over and they're all completely white on this side. And I do recommend doing this game outside where you have more space to travel there and back. Okay, so they're all flipped over and then the timer would stop. And you would count and see what your time is at. And then part 2 of the game would be to have all the plates that are flipped over in white. You would leave them like that, all flipped over in white from the first time you played.
and then you play again and try and beat your time and flip them back over to the color side. So that would be the second time that you play that game and you're trying to beat your time. All right, and like I said, you can work cooperatively with your family to do this if they want to play with you, and see if you can do it faster. Okay, so have fun with this activity with your locomotor movements and enjoy PE. Make sure you get outside and get some exercise this week. Have fun. Bye.